Hey YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives with another budget knife review. Alright, this folder is the EL-10. Okay, that is the Enlan 10. I got this from gearbest.com. It was about $15. I will include a link. Now, Enlan is a brand kind of like Sanram Mu. They have solid budget folders. As you can see on this is G10, but it's very carefully made to look like micarta. And it actually looks really nice and provides a very good grip. Yeah, it's a pretty cool blade overall. You see it's open pillar construction, beefy liners in addition to the G10. It's got dual thumb studs, which they call rivets in the ad, which is kind of funny, but thumb studs. It's easy and smooth to open. It's interesting. The washer on this side is a bronzed washer, and the one on this side is Teflon or just white plastic. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I looked in there with a flashlight. Okay, there is the lockup, and it's very secure. I mean, I've pressed on it. There's no lock flex. There's no blade play. Interesting pivot screw. It's I call it the Klingon style pivot screw. It's got some jimping over here. The blade length, if you measure from like the midpoint to the tip, the blade length is about 3.6 inches. Alright, and it is 8CR13 MOV. Alright, the listing said 14, but you can see on the blade itself it says 13. The blade shape is interesting. It's kind of a slightly swept back drop point, and it's a full flat grind. It came fairly sharp, and it's basically a slicer. It would have good food prep capability, and it has a bit of piercing ability as well. And that steel is perfectly fine for this price range. Sometimes people say, I like 440C better or worse. Look, with knives like this, the heat treatment is going to matter a lot more. So it's really difficult to say if any particular 440C knife would have better or worse steel than this, because it would really boil down to the heat treatment. Is this worth $15? Yes, I mean, it's very mechanically solid. Pretty much, if this were purchased by a US company and they just stamped their logo on it instead of Enlan, this would be selling for around twice the price. And believe me, US companies do that. Alright, they'll just buy something like this and stamp their name on it, and it'll be twice the price. And speaking of budget knives, while I am here, I have a little bit of an update on this Ganzo G739. Okay, that has been replaced by a new 739. The difference is the old one had a satin finish, and this has a stonewash finish. I don't know how well you can see the stonewash. Okay, so the new model of the 739 has a stonewash finish. Okay, I just wanted to update you on that, and I'll include that link because, it didn't warrant a whole video by itself, but this is a really good knife and around the same price range. And since doing the carbon fiber Ganzo video, I've heard from several people who ordered it and who received the knives, and I got some really positive feedback on that. People are liking the carbon fiber versions. Okay, final thoughts on this knife. I like the blade shape. It's really smooth to open. It locks up securely. It's very solid. The G10 is thick. It looks really nice. Good texture. This would be a wicked slicer. Yeah, I mean, Enlan, this is one of the best Enlans that I've seen. And I'm pretty sure it's an original knife. Ganzo tends to base their knives off other designs, but this, I've never seen this before. I'm pretty sure most Enlans are in-house originals. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, I've checked out Enlans, and I think this is probably one of their best ones. I think this is the second or third Enlan that I have, and I checked out all the ones on GearBest, and this looks the nicest, and now that I have it in my hand, I can say it's actually very well made. So Yeah, I mean, it is a steal at this price. All right, this has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.